What is going on out there? How is everyone today? Or tonight, I should say. It's getting dark out so early here. Just wanted to bother you, harass you a little bit, and speak to you regarding a type of eating that can be really, really highly successful if you're looking to lose weight. And many refer to it, they call it time restricted eating. And I don't like that term so much, but let me break it down for you. Basically, what time restricted eating is that you're only eating within a certain window of time each day. For instance, for example, say that you start eating at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. lunchtime. You don't have breakfast. You just go until 12 o'clock. And then from 12 until 6 o'clock that night. So 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. is your eating window. That's the only time you eat. So for those 6 hours. And then from that day, from 6 o'clock at night, you do not eat again until the following day at 12 o'clock again. So what you're really doing is you're only eating is that a six? Yeah, 6 hours per day. And those other days, you're not, that other time in between, you're not eating. So that's 18 hours when you are not eating. And what the crux of this is it's not necessarily that you want to eat less calories, but it's that time in between that makes such a huge difference, that 18 hours of not eating. And specifically, it is controlling your insulin level. And when we eat and our body starts to break the food down into sugars, primarily glucose, that insulin level rises. And when insulin rises, its primary job, insulin, is to store. It feeds and stores, and it stores the sugar. It breaks it down into glucose, and then it stores it as glycogen. But, oh, hang on a second. I got a message here. We got to get rid of that. Oh boy, it's just my bookie. No, it was my mom. How can I do that to mom? I'm sorry, mom. I'll get right back to you. I'm in the middle of this video though. So I'll be back, mom. But so the insulin level, if we eat, insulin's job is to be secreted from the pancreas, and it is to store the sugar. But once it stores, your muscle or your liver, those are the two primary places, it can only store so much of that sugar. And when that storage has met its maximum, it starts storing it as fat. And this is how we can accumulate fat rapidly, especially, now just think about this, if you're eating throughout the day, maybe every 3 or 4 hours, your insulin's going to spike. It's going to come up. It's going to come up every time you eat. And eventually, and especially, I didn't even mention this, but this is very, very important, very critical, the type of food you're eating. So if you're eating high density carbohydrates types of food, namely the big four, we have rices, we have flour-based meals, anything with cereal in it, potatoes, white potatoes, those are going to really skyrocket your insulin. And again, that's the storage hormone. It's going to store. So again, every 3 or 4 hours, if you're having an insulin spike from eating, eventually you're going to start to store fat, more and more fat. So with this time restricted eating, with this 6 hour window of eating, you're not going to have those insulin spikes for 18 hours. And this can make a huge difference in terms of weight loss. Again, when we insulin spike throughout the day, we're going to eventually get fat storage. So this 18-hour block of time when we're not eating, insulin is going to stay at a minimal level, and this is going to promote, when insulin's low, this is another advantage. I just keep going on the benefits of this. When insulin is low, our body will start to burn the glycogen that's already stored. And once that is burned through, guess what? It starts burning fat. So maybe for 12 hours out of that 18 hours, your body is using the stored glycogen for energy. Once that's depleted, it goes right to your fat and starts burning that for your energy. So again, not only is that 18 hours when you're not eating great for lowering your insulin, but it also will start to make your body start to go to other sources for energy, namely fat. So again, for weight loss, for fat loss, for inches, this can be really, really incredible. So again, many people will start at that 6 to 18 range. Some people will go 8 hours initially, but it's about a 6 hour window, again, when you're eating, and 18 hours when you're not. So there it is. Merry Christmas. Please try it. I've had so many people who've had great results doing this. And it sounds like a lot. A lot of people will say, what? Only eating 6 hours? But you will be surprised. And when you do eat within that 6 hour period, of course, common sense, but eat properly. Do not go for the high carbohydrates again. Stay away from the breads, the rices, the cereals, the white potatoes, the bagels, any type of sugary products. That includes beverages, sodas, juices. Donuts, my favorite. Oh, I may have a donut for Christmas. Maybe Santa will put one in my stocking. I've been a good boy, but we'll have to see about that. But in all seriousness, please, oh, we have a little ruckus going on over here. But please, when you eat in those 6 hour windows, make it count. Do not eat high carbohydrate foods. All right, I hope that makes sense. Again, eat for 6 hours. Do not eat for the rest of the time. It may sound difficult, but once you start doing it, you'll be surprised. You won't even be hungry. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.